All right, here it goes. Candy baseball bat for the hit. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Alright guys, this is a different intro than I have normally because the original one got corrupted. But basically in this video we're doing candy throwing knives, a candy bat, candy karambit, all kinds of stuff. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you smash the like button because you guys have been asking for this for a bit now. Ever since I did the throwing knife trick shot video, you guys have been asking for more throwing knives. And then when I did the candy fidget spinner, you guys asked immediately to do candy throwing knives. Which I thought was an amazing idea to mash the two together. So that's what we're doing in this video. So if you guys haven't already, like I said, make sure you smash the like video because you guys wanted to see this for a while. If you guys do just 20,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. And I might do a part 2 where I do like maybe a candy samurai sword, I'm thinking, or some other stuff, maybe candy ninja stars. I don't know just yet. But smash the like button and let me know what you'd like to see down below, and I will be sure to make that happen. But anyway, we're gonna get into this right now and get started on the project. It's gonna kind of jump a little bit because like I said, it wasn't the original intro. So it's kind of just jumped to us doing the molding basically. All right, so right in here is the throwing knives, hopefully. There's also a bug there that Matt blew in there, so RIP that bug. That's stuck in the silicone forever. So we're gonna try and get this out, and hopefully in theory, there should be a perfect mold for the throwing knives in order to make them into candy. I only made one, so I have to make sure this does not break. So I'm gonna go really slow all the way around it. Now we have the frames or the molds for the throwing knives, and hopefully in theory we should be able to just pour candy in those and we should have some candy throwing knives. Yeah, it was a stressful situation trying to get those out. See, I have a light sweat, but it is finally out. Now we have to do this, which is the bat, and that is a very thin layer, so I'm hoping it comes out easy, but we're gonna try it. All right, so things we could get a mold of is a mold of a really, really cool knife, and then a mold of the baseball bat, which I'm really happy I got that. Hopefully the baseball bat. We're gonna try and get that out of there. If we can, that'd be great. Things we didn't get to mold were the sword, this mallet, and also this hatchet. I will try and do this in a future video. If you guys want to see a part 2, I will do the sword, the mallet, the hatchet, maybe some other stuff. Let me know down below if you guys want to see a part 2, and I'll try and make candy other weapons.
One eternity later.
Oh, it's crowning. We almost got it out. God. Brand new baby bat. All right, so that is finished. This is the mold for the bat. I'm surprised that actually came out. So in theory, we should just be able to fill this up. We should be able to fill this up, and it should be able to make a candy bat, hopefully, in theory, like I said. Okay, so there is the frame for our knife. Not the cleanest one, but hopefully it'll still work. That is the knife's mold, and now we just gotta make the candy and put those in the mold. Hopefully we should have some big giant candy knives and bat. All right, so right now we are preparing the molds and also preparing the candy. So we have the candy right here being made. We're gonna have some food coloring that in a little bit to make some colors, but this is a long process, unfortunately, but the molding is the hardest part. As you can see, it doesn't really look like it from the outside, but inside you can see it's definitely the shape of a knife.
And everything.
Yeah, it does a really good job molding whatever it is. So hopefully this one works out, but the throwing knife ones, these ones look freaking great. So he's waiting for this to get to 250, then we're gonna add the food coloring, then we're gonna pour them in this, and we're just gonna hope for the best.
Tomorrow.
Alright guys, so it took about a day and a half to get everything done because there's a lot of complications. We weren't cooking it right. My house is a thorough mess, as you can see here. It's really sticky everywhere. So everything is set up though now. I made a bunch of sets of these throwing knives right here, and then I have one more of these knives. And the baseball bat is over there, and we're gonna do that next. But first off, I gotta show you the process of how delicate it is to get these things out. So first, gonna do this one. It's so freaking stressful. This is so sick though, dude. Candy knife. It's supposed to be a karambit, but I couldn't get the ring to stay on there, so I was like, screw it, we'll just go with this. But it's supposed to be like a really nice karambit type knife, and this thing is freaking dope. So, candy knife is ready to go. Now do the throwing knives. So, next up is the throwing knives. And these ones are a lot easier. I'll probably just show you as the first one because you pretty much just pop them out. Come on out like that. Pretty simple. They're a lot thicker than regular throwing knives because I put 2 knives in there and I made the molds. Basically make them a little bit thicker like this because I made them the thinnest of the regular knives. They're not made of steel, obviously. They'd break like instantly, so I went with these. And these look freaking awesome, dude.
Those are dope. Yeah,
I'll show you guys another one. The best ones we both agreed were these ones. These ones right here are definitely the sickest.
Those are still the best.
Because they look like the 115 camo from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I think. Black Ops 3? I don't know, it's one of the Black Ops. Yeah. It's got the 115 camo, and this looks just like that gummy type, like 115. It looks so freaking dope. Decided to use these and those. We're gonna go to the bat now, which is gonna be the most painful. I'm hoping it worked. If it didn't work, we're gonna be out of luck. Alright, because this is the scary one, because this one took a lot of work. Took pretty much the entire day to harden. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be really sad, because this is what pretty much held up the whole production. It may not be possible.
Oh, it looks like, no, it's working, it's working.
Don't want to break it. Oh my god, my heart's beating so fast. Please don't break on me. Please don't break. I gotta clean this thing up, but I think
No way.
this might be a success. Candy baseball bat.
Dude, that is so sick.
My hands are so sticky. I gotta clean this up right here. But I think, yeah, it's successful, definitely. Candy baseball bat. I'm gonna put a grip on it for sure, too.
Sick. I mean, like...
It looks like a dope camo, too, again. All right, guys, so right here is all the weapons. We have the candy version and their real-life counterpart right next to these. Basically what we made the mold off of. So right here is the, like, kind of Karambit knife. Then over here we have the throwing knives. And over here we have the baseball bat. That's all stuff that I had. Next time, if we do part 2, there'll be some other weapons. But right now, we're gonna test them out versus their real life counterpart and see exactly how strong the candy versions are. Obviously, they're probably not gonna be as strong, but I just wanna see what they can do. So, first off, we're gonna start with a simple cut test. So I'm gonna use this knife, I'm gonna cut this apple, and see what the results are.
Well, that worked.
That was pretty easy. So now we're gonna try this. I'm gonna go a little slower with this one.
Whoa, is it cutting? Oh my god, it's cutting.
It's cutting, that's doing something at least. The fact that it's candy and it's cutting is pretty impressive. Almost through. Almost through. I feel like I'm cutting off my leg or some crap.
It's slow, but dude, it's working.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's working at all. I thought it was gonna break by now. You could do it. I believe in you. Yeah.
No way.
A candy knife actually cut through the apple. It's a jagged, painful cut, but that actually is more scary, I think. That is impressive. I was surprised. I thought, guys, because this is like basically rock candy. I thought the second I put any pressure, the blade is gonna pop off. All right, now we're gonna go for the stab test.
Nice.
Pretty simple. All right, now this is the one I don't think is gonna work for sure, because it's just impact, you know? I'm pretty sure it's gonna crack, but here we go. Knife for the stab test. Give me a countdown.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow.
It stabbed a little bit.
It did.
See how deep it went. That's not bad for candy. I'm gonna try it again with just the blade, because it broke at the handle, all right? Ready?
I know it worked. Go for it.
That's a painful wound. There's a lot of shards in there.
Yeah, if you would have licked it sharper,
yeah.
I think that definitely would have worked.
Maybe I'll try that on this one. I'll try and make it a little sharper and try it out again.
I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl.
Here we go. Gonna try it again. I made it a little bit sharper. Hopefully this works as sharp as I could get it. So I'm gonna try and go a little slower this time, all right? I think a slam is the best bet because I feel like it's gonna break. We were thinking about going slow or just to slam it in. I think slam's gonna work because I feel like it was gonna break right there. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh! All right, so I have a theory that because these are a lot thicker, this will maybe work a little better for the stabbing test. We're gonna do the throwing test in a little bit, but I just want to see if this will work better for the stabbing test. So here we go. Ready?
115, go.
115 camo. Here we go.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, holy crap!
Dude,
That was way better. That was devastating. Just for the skeptics, I'm gonna flip the melon to a brand new spot. So here we go. Ready?
Damn.
That's pretty insane. Candy, dude.
Damn.
I feel like Willy Wonka's step cousin. And then just leave it in the wound. Sweet, sweet revenge. Damn, dude.
And then he just licks it out with the blood and all.
Oh, that tastes bad. All right, now to the throwing test. So here we go. All right, so next up is a stick test. And the goal is to get the stick inside that foam. So here's a regular throwing knife. It should be fine. So we're gonna throw that in there, just like that. And now hopefully this one should stick too, all right?
All right, go.
Oh, that was the miss. They definitely don't make the best for throwers because as you're throwing them, they're like sticking to your finger. This one has a stick in it for structure. Gonna see if I can no spin throw it into this. Maybe that'll work a little better because there's less of the, you know, rotation.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh,
dude!
It shattered, but the stick stayed in there. Candy throwing knife officially worked. That stuck in the target. That was pretty amazing. I didn't think anything was gonna stick. After the first few, I was like, okay, these probably aren't any gonna work. Oh.
Nice! Nice!
That's so dope! Look at the shatter, dude. All right, next up, we're gonna go for a melon throw. And obviously it's a little bit different than styrofoam, so we're gonna see if this works too. Obviously the regular throwing knife, I'm pretty sure it'll work. No problem.
None at all.
Now for this one that I'm a little bit less confident about. So here we go. I'm gonna go for a no spin throw just because like you could do a spin throw, but the thing is like I'm taking more risk of it breaking. I don't have that many of them, so I'm just gonna keep going for close range no spins because it's the same thing. If it sticks, it sticks.
Yep.
Oh my god,
Damn, dude.
can you imagine this in your grab bag at a birthday party? Just throw it as a cake.
Holy, want to slice?
Holy cow, dude. Alright guys, so now is the grand finale, the bat. This is the regular bat. I use a small bat because I obviously didn't want to use as much putty as possible, but I still want to have a bat. So I use this one because it's like a perfect little, you know, smashing bat, but not too big. I want to waste too much material. So here we go. Try this out in the melon, and then we'll go to the candy bat next, which I'm pretty sure is gonna break first hit, but never know. Ready?
Yep. Whoa. To be honest, I thought it was gonna explode, but that's worse.
Yeah, that's a crack. It's not heavy, it's aluminum. It's not heavy enough to make it explode, I don't think. But that's pretty devastating. So we just give it one
That's
hit.
your head, dude? Well, those two cracks? Oh my god. Just down your eyeball?
So we're just gonna do one hit, just so we can get a comparison. Alright? Obviously this melon's a little bit weaker, but not too much. And it's using candy, so we're gonna give it a chance. So next up is the candy bat. Alright guys, we have one hit at this, pretty sure. Please don't break on the way down, because I have to be able to pull it back to get some strength and then slam it back down. But this right here is weak. I can feel a vibration touching it. This part up here I'm not worried about. It's this part right here, this whole handle area. So just gonna pray for the best. Right now in the comment section, put hashtag pray for the bat and hopefully it doesn't break. Alright, here it goes. Candy baseball bat for the hit. I'm really nervous. This is a lot of work, guys. Basically 2 days to make this bat. All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
It worked! Holy dude!
Oh my god! Yes!
Look at that!
You can like bust someone's skull up out of this thing, dude.
Unbelievable!
It just passed right through. I'm gonna go for the other one too. Ready?
Take advantage. Go.
3, 2, 1. Oh! That was a good goodbye. That was a good goodbye.
Oh my god.
Whip the handle around and
Dude, that was amazing. Oh my god.
and then it leaves like a skewer. You can just like.
That was amazing.
That was genuinely amazing. That was awesome. I never thought it was, because that did better than the original bat. The candy bat did better than the regular bat. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like. I would greatly appreciate that, because this is gonna be a hell of a lot of mess to clean up.
But it was definitely worth it.
It was definitely worth it. That last, it was so sick, it just shattered. All right, guys, so that is actually it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit that little bell button, next subscribe button. That'll let you guys know whenever a new video is posted, so you do not miss it. I highly recommend it, and I would also really appreciate that. Make sure you guys go check out Joshua's channel down below. I'll put it at the top of the description. Make sure you guys check out Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff as well. I would greatly appreciate that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for just watching. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Adios.